Welcome to the latest Progress Wrestling Hype Show. I'm Jonas, and joined as always by my good friend, ring announcer extraordinaire, the man behind the scenes, the man behind the mic, Mr. Mike Mad Dog Angus. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm great, Jonas. I've just got back from Newcastle today. Went on a little excursion there to check out some young wrestling talents who were working hard in their training school, and to catch up with some of the guys at the Boiler Shop where we're going to be running our show in Newcastle on August 14th. So just checking that out. Looking forward to heading back up to Newcastle. Really exciting place. So much going on there. Very excited to be doing that show. So cannot wait.
Absolutely. Well, as you can see by the graphics, we are here today to talk about Hype Up, to preview the Deadly Viper Tour. Let me bring up some dates so that everybody knows what we're talking about. So it's a 5-show tour starting very soon, starting on the 13th of August. We've got the Copperhead from Sheffield, 13th of August from the O2 Academy, COTTONMOUTH in Newcastle. Everybody's looking forward to Progress in Newcastle on the 14th of August from the Boiler Shop, as Mike just explained. And then we've got California Mountain Snake, the Birmingham leg of the tour, the 25th of September from the O2 Academy. Then we've got Sidewinder in Manchester from the 9th of October from the O2 Ritz. And finally, the tour comes to a close, Snake Charmer, Cardiff, and that is the 16th of October, if I'm not mistaken. So a 5-show tour. Mike, we're here to talk about leg 1 and leg 2 of the tour, which is just around the corner. But just looking at that, looks like a tremendous and very, very exciting tour to look forward to.
Yeah, we're really proud of what we've been putting out from Progress recently, and it's going to be great to bring it to the fans all around the country, heading to some exciting locations. Obviously, the O2 in Sheffield. I was in Sheffield just the other week, and the people there are excited for it, chatting to loads of wrestling fans there. They can't wait for Progress to come back to Sheffield. Newcastle as well. Some of the wrestlers are excited to come along and have a little watch of that show as well. And obviously some of them are going to be involved on the cards, so it'll be great to see when we reveal the full cards for these shows. Who's going to be appearing and everything. I know there'll be lots of exciting news as we bring it all out on the Twitter, especially, and on the Instagram, who was going to be appearing on those shows. But we've got quite a few of the matches to announce today, John, as I know that. So that's good. A lot to chat about. And obviously, we're just recovering from the chaos that was 24/7 in the ballroom. What a show that was. I know you were there yourself, mate, and it was such a fun show. So many great things going on, and a show packed with not just great wrestling matches, but also some great backstage interviews and other bits and bobs like that, which is, I love a show that's got lots of storytelling, and that really had it all for me. It was a great show, and I'm just so glad there were so many people in the ballroom to enjoy it. It was a really special day for us.
Yeah, it was a packed house. The ballroom was absolutely rocking, and the matches were super, super hot. Really, really enjoyed that one. Can't wait to watch it back on demand. And I believe that's not too far around the corner, Mike.
Yeah, I believe August the 6th, in fact, on Saturday at 5 p.m. it'll drop on WWE Network and Peacock, and also Progress On Demand, so you'll be able to catch up with all the action there. There's so much to watch out for, but one that really stood out for me was the European debut of Nick Wayne. What a great talent that guy is. Obviously the son of Buddy Wayne, who you'll probably be familiar with from the Pacific Northwest, Jonas. Absolute mainstay there. Great trainer of wrestlers himself, and obviously was used there back in the day. When I was watching myself, he worked as what you would probably call like an enhancement talent on Raw and Superstars and Challenge. So sort of coming through with the likes of HBK when he was first doing the sexy boy gimmick, and Razor Ramon as well. So he had great matches with all these guys as well. And it takes the best of wrestlers to make these other guys look amazing as well. So and Nick himself, what a talent, and what a pro as well. Just he's got an old head on a young man's shoulders there. That guy, he's so mature for his age, and working so hard in the gym, and just an absolute student of the game. He's wrestled some of the best in the world already, and the match he had at 24/7 against Robbie X. What astonishing match. Robbie X, one of literally the best cruiserweights on the planet, and Nick Wayne as well. They went head to head. And it was that was worth the price of admission on its own, just to watch that match. It was absolutely amazing. And obviously meant to be Swerve Strickland, Jono, but unfortunately Swerve the Realist unable to make it. He made his first connecting flight, and then the second one was delayed due to thunderstorms, to the point where he literally couldn't make the show in time. So we were all devastated about that. But Robbie X, what an amazing replacement. And Swerve, the realist, I'm sure will be back in the UK again very soon, and back at Progress. We look forward to it.
Absolutely. Let's have a look at, just very briefly, so a quick look back at some of the highlights from 24/7 before we get into the Deadly Viper Tour. The opening match for the World Tag title, Sunshine Machine versus Leon Slater, RKJ. Wow, that was fantastic. Saw some incredible moves there, Mike. Any thoughts on that one? I mean, Progress, I don't think they've ever put on a bad tag match. Certainly since we came back to the ballroom in January 2022, there's been some absolute barnstorm with some show stealers, and this one opened the show in a very, very hot way.
Yeah, well, we know how well Sunshine Machine combine, TK and Chuck. Absolutely amazing tag team. But what I didn't anticipate was how well Leon Slater and RKJ had worked together. And, RKJ is just one of those guys who every time he goes out there, he's out to steal the show. And Leon Slater himself as well is another one who just leaves people with minds blown all about the place. So when I saw that was going to be the first match, I just thought this is the way to set off a show, because everyone's going to try and beat that after that one.
Absolutely.
And, there were surprises aplenty. I think I've seen a little clip of somebody coming off the balcony. So I think you might want to check that one out when that drops.
Absolutely. I was caught by surprise. It happened right by me. But there we go. That's a fantastic match. And what about this one here? Two tremendous characters, brilliant entrances, even better in the ring. These two squared off in the ballroom on Sunday at 24/7. That's another highlight to look out for when it drops on demand on the 6th of August, Mike.
Amazing. Yeah, everyone knows that how much I respect Crowley, and what an athlete, and what a the drama does seem to follow him about, and it happened again in the ballroom on Sunday. Maggot, absolutely brilliant wrestler, great entertainer himself as well. And this one is one to check out as well, to be honest, because I tell you what, there's all sorts going on in that one. And it was interesting to see where that's going to lead into. There is a little sneaky peek for you, John. I'll just let you know.
Ooh. There
is a promo that's gone out from Progress, which Mr. Crowley, you hear him speaking about how his match went for him. But in that, I do believe there's something to check out, because I have been informed that there is a secret code encrypted into the promo. So I don't know what it is. I don't know anything more about it than that. But yeah, there's if anyone's got any amateur detectives watching, or anyone who's a bit of a sleuth, you might want to check that out. And you might need a bit of pen and paper and see if you can figure out what Crowley is trying to tell you.
What about this one? This was a fantastic, very dramatic, very eventful tag match that we saw between Alexis Falcon, Raven Creed versus Lana Austin and Eliza Alexander, with lots of interesting happenings. There may have been a straitjacket involved as well. But it looks like another fun match between four of the finest female workers in the whole of the UK.
Absolutely. Raven Creed, absolutely brilliant. Alexis Falcon, the Iron Queen, amazing. Lana Austin, Daily Star's favourite wrestler, the Queen of Mean. What else can you say about her? And obviously Eliza Alexander, who I know so well from Liverpool, who's doing the absolute business on NXT UK. And she'd been bought out this time to work for Lana Austin, basically. And one part of the show that I was particularly enjoyed was backstage, SoCal Val chatting to Lana and Lizzie before the show, asking Lana Austin if she was scared of Raven Creed, to which obviously Lana said no, not scared at all. Somebody, Jonas, then delivers a coffee to Lana, knocks on the door, and Lana's straight under the desk thinking it's Raven Creed coming together.
Oh, that was absolutely fantastic. And then, of course, we had a very hard-hitting World Championship match between Ridgeway and Dino. Another match that, as you said earlier, worth the price of admission alone, and it's going to be another one of the highlights when it drops on demand 24/7, which is going to be the 6th of August. A quick overview of that one. That was hard-hitting and gave us everything and more that we were expecting, Mike.
Yeah, not as technical as some of the other bouts I've seen these guys have, to be honest. a lot of striking, a lot of hard strikes. It was quite a slow build up to the match. Both guys sort of feeling each other out and going for sort of submissions and things. And it was Dean hit the ruby cutter at one point, but could he pick up the win? You'll have to watch and find out. But I think we'll probably reveal the answer, to be honest, later on in the show.
Keep watching. It happens. Absolutely. And then, of course, we had a very intriguing first title defense since she regained the championship. Kanji versus Laura Di Matteo for the Progress Women's World Championship. A very, very hard-hitting match. Like I say, dare I say, a lot of turmoil going on after the match with the champion. I mean, that picture tells, 1,000 stories, as they say, but 1,000 words. But yes, another reason to watch Progress 24/7 when it drops on demand. And like I say, Laura Di Matteo and Kanji, they gave us everything they could possibly give on Sunday, didn't they, Mike?
Yeah, really intriguing dynamic there with Kanji. She was in a bit of seemingly in a bit of a pickle at the end of the match, obviously. I think, obviously, if anyone hasn't watched the show yet, don't listen to what I'm about to say, because I probably will spoil the end of the match. So make sure to check it out on Progress On Demand on the 6th of August. But if you maybe skip forward a minute, because what I'm going to tell you now is that Kanji, towards the end of the match, was she lost control, basically, and she picked up the win over Laura Di Matteo. But I don't think she was impressed with herself, with how she'd done it. It was a brutal elbow strike, like a spinning elbow to the back of the head, which seemingly knocked Laura Di Matteo clean out. So and then Kanji spoke on the microphone herself and almost apologized for the way she picked up the victory, which was really interesting. But then I think that only enraged Laura Di Matteo even more, because she then went after Kanji again. And it's revealed that they will be facing each other again after that. And it's definitely intriguing there, because I know Kanji wanted to be the fighting champion, wants to take on all comers. But then, at what level will she go to keep hold of that title? And we saw there it was certainly a different level to Kanji than we've seen before.
Absolutely. Another match worth watching on demand when it drops. But Kanji, like I say, she picked up the championship during the Peckham era, had to vacate it due to injury. She's had a lot of physical and mental turmoil, certainly going through that injury, coming back, winning the Thunder Bastard, getting a number one contendership, beating Giselle Shaw, and then having this match at 24/7 versus Laura Di Matteo. So a whole roller coaster of thoughts and emotions and matches that Kanji's gone through. And I think that just all culminated in what happened after their match at 24/7. And then, of course, we had the Thunder Bastard. 8 of the best Progress wrestlers on offer was involved in this match. And it was an absolutely tremendous match. 2 entrants started. Every 3 minutes, another person came out until it was just left down to the final 2. And of course, pinfall and submission later, we did have a winner. But Mike, talk us through this match, because I think it was probably the best Thunder Bastard that Progress has ever done.
Such an entertaining match. It absolutely delivered exactly what we thought it would in advance. The wrestlers in it were absolutely amazing. It was so exciting to see how 0121 were sort of working together at one point, even to eliminate people. And Danny Black stepped in and did an amazing job. What a wrestler that guy is. Robbie X was in there, exciting as always. Axel Tisha. It just was an absolutely brilliant match. Gene Money, though, he had a good go at it, but we couldn't make it happen again for him, unfortunately. And obviously Spike Gervais, you see there, he managed to after gouging a couple of people in the eyes, he managed to get through and pick up that win there. And what does that mean for Progress going into the Deadly Viper Tour? The fact that Spike at any time could have a championship opportunity at any moment, that just presents a whole new element to this tour we're going on, that at any time that devious little vulture could just show up and cause havoc for whoever the champion is at the time.
There we go. Well, we can't urge you enough to sign up to On Demand and like I say, make sure that you are watching Progress Wrestling 24/7. It drops on August the 6th. like I say, I was there in the flesh. Mike was there in the flesh. We can vouch with our own two eyes what an amazing show it was. It was better than we would have expected, and we knew it was going to be a fantastic show. But yeah, check it out for yourself. Don't be that guy, as SoCal Val would say. Don't be that guy that misses out and doesn't sign up to On Demand. But we are here primarily to hype up the first two shows, the first two legs of the Deadly Viper tour that kicks off very, very soon. And a match that was announced probably just a few days ago, Mike, that's happening. You mentioned earlier the O2 Academy in Sheffield, the very first leg of the tour on the 13th of August. You've got Eliza Alexander, Raven Creed, Lana Austin, three of the, say, competitors in that tag match at 24/7 will be facing off in a triple threat match. Wow, like I say, these three know each other very well. They're going to know each other even more after that leg in Sheffield on the 13th, and that's going to be a fantastic match, possibly to kick things off in Sheffield, Mike.
Well, that's it. Lana Austin has got Eliza Alexander embroiled into this feud she's got with Raven Creed, and Raven Creed's now said to them, listen, you've caused havoc for me, you pair. I'll take on both of you in this one. So I think Eliza Alexander, I don't know how much she wants to get involved with Raven Creed here, to be honest, but I think Lana Austin is paying her off and taking her along for the ride. So in Sheffield at Copperhead on August the 13th, it's going to be exciting to see what happens there when it's in a triple threat. Will Eliza Alexander still be working alongside Lana Austin? We'll have to see. And we saw what happened at 24/7 and at the culmination of Super Strong Style with Lana Austin putting Raven Creed in that straitjacket. It's going to be exciting to see what happens in Sheffield when those three collide in a triple threat match.
Absolutely. And then we've spoken about this match before. This was one of the first matches announced for the Deadly Viper tour. And that's going to be an amazing match. Robbie X, all over the UK at the moment, all over Progress. Did a double shot on Sunday, but that's going to be a tremendous match, Mike. We have spoke about that one already. Dean Allmark versus Hayata. Wow. Like I say, if you love your British strong style and your Japanese strong style, you're going to get it all in one match there, Mike. But a new match that was announced just a few days ago, that damn dirty dog will be at it again, Gene Money, going up against another unpredictable character we've seen a lot on Progress TV and in our Progress ring recently, the WXW Shotgun Champion, Maggot. And that is going to be a match that I'm certainly looking forward to on the 13th of August, Mike.
Mate, three amazing matches you've just mentioned there. Obviously, Takeshita, who we've all seen a lot of on AEW recently this year. An amazing match with Hangman Adam Page. And obviously on AEW Dark, he picked up his first singles victory against Danny Limelight, who's someone I always keep an eye out for as well. Takeshita have an amazing tour of the state. It's so exciting to be able to bring him over to the UK for everyone in Sheffield to get a chance to see this guy. And just make sure you bring the Cinnabon for him, because I've heard he's an absolute big fan of the cinnamon buns there. So I will mention as well other brands of cinnamon bun are available. But what a great wrestler. Somebody who Kenny Omega back in sort of 2013 ranked as being the future of DDT wrestling at the time. And this guy has, he's flew through the ranks over there in Japan. He's worldwide now. And going to be amazing to see him in the UK live in action in Sheffield against Robbie X, as you said, who is on a roll everywhere. Everywhere I go, Robbie X is there, and he never lets you down. What a match this guy puts on every time. He was only last week at TNT Extreme Wrestling at Project X in Liverpool. Then Sunday, fighting Nick Wayne in the Electric Ballroom in an amazing debut for him, European debut. And, Robbie X, that's just going to be a wild matchup. And just as excited to see Hayata as well, from Noah Wrestling in Japan as well. And he is facing Dean Allmark. That is, what a combination that is. Dean obviously has done numerous trips to Japan himself. I think he's had 3 tours of Japan. Is so well schooled in the Japanese style as well as British strong style. So that'll be a great combination of wrestlers to face each other. So excited for that one. And of course, you've got the added elements of the fact that Hayata is a tag team champion alongside with his Stinger teammate, Chris Ridgeway as well. So that, that element could play into this. You just never know. Could be could be something to look forward to in Sheffield. And then obviously you've mentioned about Gene Money, that damn dirty dog taking on Maggot. That is going to be it's just going to be a wild one. And I saw Gene after the Thunder Bastard. Gene leaves the arena and he's got a belt. He believes he is the world champ, or some sort of world champion, and I do not know what belt it is that he's got, but I'm intrigued to see where this is going. I think the last couple of times I've seen Gene, I know he had such a run towards Super Strong Style and then picked up that knock in the semi-finals, which meant he couldn't, live out his dream. But I'm just slightly concerned about Gene, the fact that it's like, as this played, has he got something that's really bothering him here with
Maybe
this?
he's losing the plot, Mike. Maybe he's losing the plot.
What's that, John? Sorry, Karen.
Maybe he's losing the plot. He's keeps going through Super Strong Style and now the Thunder Bastard, and maybe he's like I say, going into a part of his brain that he's never encountered before. Like I say, Gene Money, a hell of a character, but is he losing the plot?
Well, he believes he's the world champion. I don't know what championship it is he's got, but he's got something. And at the end of the day, in Camden Town, he was chasing pigeons down the street. So that damn dirty dog, you just never know what's going to happen next. And he's going against Maggot, so it's going to be wild in Sheffield.
Absolutely. The final three matches we're going to talk about for the Copperhead leg of the tour: Sunshine Machine, Progress World Tag Team Champions, going up against Greedy Souls, no stranger to the Progress audience. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. And of course, we've got Kanji versus Laura Di Matteo in a rematch from 24/7 for the Progress World Championships. And then, of course, to top things off, the Progress World Championship will be defended on the 13th of August, and a newly announced match will be Chris Ridgeway versus Big Damo. And I know we say this every single time, but that's going to be stiff competition for Ridgeway. But Ridgeway is on a tear in 2022, picking up championships all over the place. But give us a quick oversight on those three matches that we have to look forward to in Sheffield in a few weeks' time, Mike.
Really excited to see Danny Jones and the Bronco, Greedy Souls back in Progress. That's going to be exciting. I don't think Sunshine Machine will have forgotten about them from the Peckham era. And, two great wrestlers there, the Welsh lads as well. So, I think that'll be a tough test for Sunshine Machine. And on the first day of the tour, you're on tour. Anything can happen on tour, guys. That tag belt could be anyone's.
Absolutely. And like I say, we've got that rematch to look forward to, and of course Ridgeway going up against Big Damo, and that's going to be
she's going to be out for Kanji there, and I'm just wondering what Kanji we're going to get on tour. It's going to be interesting. I think I don't want to hear her apologising again. I want to see her, fighting, and you shouldn't be apologising for picking up a victory. But just the way you go about it necessarily. And then, one man, Big Damo, just one victory for him, and he's going to be the Progress World Champion. Ridgeway, he's hard as FC UK, but Big Damo, that is one tough mofo to take on there. And very excited for that match. That's a huge match for Sheffield there at the O2 Academy in Sheffield. And if you haven't got your tickets for that, then that match alone, I'd be purchasing a ticket myself for that, because that's going to be an absolute cracker.
Absolutely. We mentioned at the top of the show all the dates, and of course for Sheffield and for Newcastle, we're going to cover that off very, very soon. Just go to progresswrestling.com/tickets. That'll take you straight through to the Dice FM app where you can purchase your tickets. But don't delay, because tickets are selling really, really fast. Get your tickets this week. Don't be that guy that misses out. We've just mentioned 7 amazing matches that's going to take place on leg 1 of the Deadly Viper Tour up in Sheffield, August the 13th. And you're going to want to make sure, like I say, Progress don't often go on tour. You've got to make the most of it. And when they're out and about doing their thing across the UK, you want to make sure you're part of the action and part of the excitement from the number 1 wrestling promotion in the UK. But the following day, we've got leg 2, Cottonmouth, Newcastle, the 14th of August. We've spoken about him a couple of times already, but Maggot will be appearing. No match announced yet, but that's going to be a real treat for the fans in Newcastle. And then we spoke about the Greedy Souls in their match against Sunshine Machine the night before, but on the 14th,
could be the tag champs, Jonas.
They could be. This
There's
could
no
be a
tag
chance for
belts on that
Smoking
graphic
Aces
for
to
that
retain
reason,
their.
but could be.
Absolutely, it could very well be against the Smoking Aces, and these two teams are no strangers. And then, of course, we spoke about Dino earlier. He's going to be taking on Takeshita, of course. Thank you, Mike, for covering me there. But Dino's got a tough competition there against Takeshita. Thank you, Mike. But yeah, like I say, some interesting and intriguing matches and announcements. And of course, Maggot, he will be appearing on the 14th also.
I am absolutely buzzing. I was just in Newcastle, as I mentioned, and I cannot wait to take some of these guys. Takeshita, Hayata, even Dino, Mark. You've got to see this guy. Absolutely brilliant wrestling. Maggot coming on tour with us is just. These are some of the best wrestlers that I've personally seen around the world, and I've been to WrestleManias, I've been to all the shows in the UK since I was younger, and I'm just so excited to be going along and working on these shows, and we're looking forward to seeing the guys from Sheffield and Newcastle. If you're a wrestling fan, you will not want to miss these shows. Get yourselves along and come and watch some great wrestling. And the matches that we're putting on, I'm so proud of these cards that we're putting together. And if you keep watching on social media, check out on Twitter. There's all sorts of interviews that you're going to be able to see that are dropping this week, and even more match announcements for our shows right over the summer, because we have so much exciting stuff coming for you. And we just, we hope that you enjoy the show. Make sure you watch back 24/7 on August the 6th. And make sure you get your tickets now and join us on tour. It's going to be amazing. Deadly Viper Tour.
And two other matches that have recently been announced for the Newcastle leg that we're going to quickly cover over now. Wow, look at that graphic. Northwest Stinger. You've got Chris Ridgeway, Luke Jacobs, and Hayata, who will be teaming up against the 0121, man like Doris, Dan Maloney, and Leon Slater, of course. That's going to be a tremendous match. 6 of the very finest there. Speaking of the very finest, you've got the current Progress World Tag Team Champions, Sunshine Machine, going up against Lycos Jim. And like I say, we know what Lycos Jim can do. They're very conniving, very devious, but also extremely skilled between them ropes. And that's going to be a real treat if you love your tag team wrestling. Newcastle on the 14th of August is a place to be, Mike.
Yeah, and depending on what's happening in Sheffield the night before, the Lycos boys could be challenging for the tag team championships against Sunshine Machine. We'll just have to see what happens at Copperhead the day before, and then obviously we're in Newcastle for Cottonmouth on the 14th. On the Sunday, they're going to be really exciting in the Boiler Shop, which is where they actually built the rocket. The train was actually built in that building, so a little bit of bit of fact there for you, Jonas.
You get it all on these shows, yeah. Like I say, we're dropping the knowledge.
That's it.
There
and
we
you
go.
know what? I'm so excited for that six-man tag. That is going to be insane. Northwest Stinger, Ridgeway, Jacobs, Hayata taking on the 0121. Oh my God, that is just going to be mental. And Leon Slater, such an exciting talent. Having matching up with these guys is going to be exciting. We all know what the driller Dan Maloney and the man like Doris, the Lyrical Dragon, can do. It's that is going to be absolutely wild match. And I'm just looking forward to hearing what the Newcastle fans come up with as chants for that one, because we've had tag matches where the chants have lasted 17 minutes before the show. I'll be intrigued to see what sort of chants we get in that one.
Absolutely. But we've had a few other announcements over the last few days. And like I said, Progress are dropping announcements every single day. So you want to be checking out their social media, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You do not want to be missing out on these announcements, because they'll be telling you what you're going to be seeing in places like Sheffield and Newcastle and the other venues across the Deadly Viper Tour. But it was announced just a few days ago that Progress Chapter 139 will be happening on the 28th of August. Warriors come out to play, and Santos has been announced. Santos will be competing. Another announcement, Wrestling Golf Madrid, in that order, September the 4th. In Cardiff. Now, if you're going to see a certain WWE pay-per-view on the 3rd of September. You're probably going to be in the area. Don't disappoint, from the Tramshed, Cardiff, and you'll be seeing Progress Wrestling Chapter 140 and Ricky Shane Page will be competing. And of course, you may have seen, if you were in the ballroom, you may have seen if you've been checking out Progress socials, but Chapter 141, September the 18th, from the Electric Ballroom, handshakes and cheeseburgers. That's my favourite payday. Effie will be competing on September the 18th. And I think his opponent may have already been announced, or he announced himself. But 3 great shows to look forward to, and 3 big announcements as well.
Oh, huge stuff, really exciting. Obviously, Santos came back and was special enforcer at the Atlas Weekender, and the response that guy got coming back out, it was such a moment. And to hear that he's going to be competing, and I've seen him wrestle before, and what an exciting talent, and somebody I'm so excited to welcome back. Warriors come out to play on August the 28th. It's going to be an amazing bank holiday weekend, and get yourselves along to the ballroom on that day. It's going to be so much fun, and with Santos competing, I say it's going to be fun, but you just never know. Absolutely.
So much to look forward to between now and then. But like I say, we've got
RSP
24
as well, Jonas.
Oh, mate.
RSP back over for Cardiff. That's going to be amazing.
Absolutely.
Obviously, Clash at the Castle the day before. It's going to be, a wild weekend in Cardiff that weekend. And then handshakes and cheeseburgers, aptly named as it's National Cheeseburger Day that day. So there are rumours that there's going to be some cheeseburgers doing the rounds. But looking forward to having Effie over. What a great talent as well. Somebody who's, absolute star over in the States at the moment, seen so much of Effie. And, at the ballroom. So cannot wait. It's great that we can bring these great wrestlers over to the UK for you all to see. And, make sure you get along and don't miss out. It's going to be amazing. Looking forward to it all. Can't wait. It's going to be a great summer for Progress Wrestling on the Deadly Viper Tour. And looking forward to seeing you all there. So get your tickets now. Don't miss out. So
progresswrestling.com/tickets. That's where you got to go to get your tickets for the Deadly Viper Tour. And like I say, the new 3 shows that was announced over the last few days, and the matches and the announcements and the superstars that are going to be on offer will be announced day in, day out on Progress socials. So you want to check them out. But Mike, we've covered a lot of ground there. I'm sure we'll be talking again very, very soon as the Deadly Viper Tour progresses, and we talk about the dates, the 3rd, 4th and 5th leg of the tour, and all the other amazing shows to come our way in August and September.
No problems at all, Jonas. Yeah, always great to join you. And we've also got some other very special guests who are looking forward to joining us on the next couple of hype shows. So looking forward to that. And I'd just like to thank everyone. Look forward to seeing you all on tour. Jonas, are you coming on tour with us? Are you going to be in like a little Beetle or something that follows around and stuff like that? Anything exciting?
That's it, the little Jonas wagon. But I'll be there in Cardiff, and I'll be there in Birmingham. I'll be there. Just look out for the little blue hats and come and say hi. I'd be more than happy to shake hands, take photos, and I'm
maybe
not
a cheeseburger as well.
Yeah, a couple of cheeseburgers. I think I'll put on a few disguises if I can get more than one. But Mike, thank you so much, and thank you to everybody watching the Progress Hype shows. We really, really enjoy doing these, and like I say, many more to come. But get your tickets, progresswrestling.com/tickets. It will take you through to the Dice FM app. And like I say, you don't want to be that guy that misses out. So many fantastic shows and great names gracing our shores and gracing the Progress Wrestling ring in 2022. Mike, thank you very much. And to everybody watching, we'll catch up with you again soon.
See you on tour.
Gene, just want to get a word with you for Progress Wrestling. I wanted to know...
hey, Val, it's me. It's Gene Money.
Yeah, well, commiserations about tonight, but what's next? The fans want to know what's next.
Commiserations are for my poorly little neck, because I got dropped on it, because Dan Maloney is an absolute monster driller, man. And that's fine. But the thing is, I'm a little sad that I didn't get an opportunity at the Progress World Championship. That doesn't matter. I'm already a world champion, and that's okay. And so the next stop is Sheffield, the closest thing to a hometown I'm going to have. And... that'll be nice. Apparently I've got maggot. And, there's always world championships to win, Val. There's always world championships to win. Okay? Love you, bye.
What?
Pigeon!